Have you ever faced a moment when life seems to overwhelm you, where no matter how hard you try, things just don't seem to fall into place? Maybe you're stuck in a job that drains you, battling through a relationship that feels one-sided, or constantly wrestling with self-doubt that holds you back. If you've experienced any of these struggles, you're not alone. But what if I told you there's a way to break free from this cycle and gain control over your life? By applying the powerful principles of Stoicism, you can turn these challenges into opportunities for growth and transformation. Imagine being able to handle any situation with calmness, resilience, and unshakable confidence. These Stoic habits are designed to help you face life's toughest moments with strength and wisdom, allowing you to live a life of purpose and fulfillment. If you're ready to change your life immediately and start living with clarity and intention, then keep watching, because this is where your journey begins. Number 1. Master the dichotomy of control. When life presents challenges, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by things that seem out of your control. Unexpected setbacks, other people's opinions, or circumstances that don't go your way. This is where the concept of mastering the dichotomy of control comes into play, a fundamental Stoic principle that can immediately transform your perspective and life. The idea is simple but profound. Focus only on what you can control and let go of the rest. Think about how much time and energy we spend worrying about things we have no influence over. Whether it's the outcome of an important decision, the way others perceive us, or unexpected situations that arise, we often get trapped in a cycle of frustration and anxiety. However, according to Stoicism, the only things truly within our control are our thoughts, actions, and responses to what happens around us. Everything else, external events, other people's actions, or even the outcomes of our efforts, are beyond our reach. Consider a real-life scenario where you've worked tirelessly on a project at your job, dedicating countless hours to ensure it's perfect. Yet when you present it, your manager criticizes you in front of everyone, claiming that your work wasn't up to the mark. In that moment, your natural instinct might be to feel defensive, hurt, or even angry. You might want to argue back, explain your efforts, or prove your worth. But here's where the dichotomy of control can change everything. Instead of reacting emotionally, you recognize that you can't control your manager's opinion or reaction. What you can control, however, is your response. You have the power to remain calm, to listen without taking it personally, and to take constructive feedback if there's any to be had. By choosing to focus on what's within your control, you avoid unnecessary stress and emotional turmoil. This simple shift in mindset not only helps you handle criticism more gracefully, but also shows others that you are confident and composed, regardless of the circumstances. You become someone who doesn't allow external events to dictate your mood or sense of self-worth. The beauty of mastering this habit lies in the freedom it provides. When you truly embrace the dichotomy of control, you start to realize that much of life's stress comes from trying to manage things that are simply beyond your influence. You no longer waste energy on factors you can't change, and instead you invest that energy into what you can improve. This shift doesn't mean you're passive or indifferent. It means you're focusing on actions that are genuinely impactful. Imagine applying this habit to your daily life. When you face a traffic jam, instead of fuming with frustration, you acknowledge that the situation is out of your control and choose to use that time to listen to an audiobook or reflect on your day. When a friend disappoints you, instead of dwelling on their actions, you focus on how you can respond in a way that aligns with your values. This approach brings an incredible sense of inner peace and resilience, because you're no longer at the mercy of external events. This habit doesn't change the challenges you face, but it fundamentally changes how you experience them. You start to see obstacles not as threats, but as opportunities to practice patience, resilience, and wisdom. Over time, mastering the dichotomy of control helps you develop a strong sense of inner strength and clarity. You stop blaming yourself for things that aren't within your control, and you stop feeling anxious about outcomes that are uncertain. Instead, you develop a sense of confidence and peace, knowing that your energy is directed toward what truly matters. Ultimately, Mastering this habit allows you to lead a more intentional and fulfilling life. You become less reactive, more focused, and more capable of navigating life's ups and downs with grace and composure. It's a powerful reminder that while you can't control everything that happens, you always have control over how you choose to respond. And in that response lies your greatest power. Number 2. Practice negative visualization. Premeditatio Malorum. One of the most transformative Stoic habits is the practice of negative visualization, known as Premeditatio Malorum. This might sound counterintuitive at first. Why would you want to visualize negative scenarios when you're striving for a more positive life? However, this habit is not about dwelling on the negative. Instead, it's about preparing yourself mentally and emotionally for the uncertainties of life. Imagine waking up every morning and taking a moment to picture some of the things that could go wrong during your day. You might think about missing an important meeting due to unexpected traffic, a disagreement with a colleague, or even something as simple as a meal not turning out the way you hoped. By visualizing these scenarios, you're not inviting them into your life, but rather preparing yourself for the possibility that they could happen. This preparation makes you more resilient, allowing you to handle unexpected challenges with grace and composure. Consider this example. Suppose you have an important presentation to deliver. Instead of just hoping everything will go smoothly, you take a moment to visualize potential obstacles. Perhaps your laptop could malfunction, or you might forget some key points. By imagining these situations, you're not inducing anxiety. You're rehearsing how you would respond if they occur. You could decide to bring a backup USB, memorize key points, or practice speaking without relying on slides. Now, if something does go wrong, you're not caught off guard. You've already prepared yourself mentally and you handle the situation calmly, showing everyone around you that you are composed under pressure. This habit doesn't mean you're living in fear of the worst. In fact, it has the opposite effect. When you regularly practice negative visualization, you develop a deep appreciation for the present moment. You begin to realize how much you have, and you stop taking things for granted. The coffee you drink every morning becomes more enjoyable because you've considered the possibility that one day you might not be able to afford it. Your relationships become more precious because you've acknowledged that life is unpredictable and that circumstances can change. By embracing Premeditatio Malorum, you cultivate a mindset that is both prepared for life's challenges and grateful for its blessings. This habit empowers you to face difficulties with a sense of calm, knowing that you've already confronted these scenarios in your mind. You become more adaptable, less fearful of change, and more appreciative of the present moment. Instead of being shocked or devastated when things don't go as planned, you find yourself saying, "I expected this, and I'm ready to handle it." Number 3. Reflect daily through journaling. Journaling is a powerful Stoic habit that offers a way to reflect on your thoughts, actions, and emotions, helping you understand yourself better and grow as a person. It's more than just putting words on paper. It's a tool for self-awareness and personal development. By setting aside time each day to write about your experiences, you gain clarity about what matters most to you and how you can improve. Imagine ending your day by writing about the challenges you faced, the emotions you experienced, and the ways you responded to different situations. For example, you might reflect on a moment when you felt anger or frustration and ask yourself why you reacted that way. Were you upset because someone criticized you? Or was it because you felt insecure about something? By identifying these triggers, you gain insight into your own behavior and begin to understand the areas where you need to grow. Journaling also allows you to track your progress over time. As you read through your entries, you'll notice patterns in your thoughts and actions. You'll see how you've grown, how you've handled challenges differently, and how your mindset has evolved. This habit not only helps you learn from your mistakes, but also allows you to celebrate your successes. Consider Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, who kept a journal that later became his famous work, Meditations. His reflections were deeply personal and honest, allowing him to confront his flaws and cultivate wisdom. By following in his footsteps, you too can develop a greater sense of self-awareness, resilience, and inner peace. Journaling is a habit that can change your life immediately by providing a space for introspection, helping you process your emotions, and guiding you toward becoming a better version of yourself. Number 4. Focus on the present moment. One of the most liberating habits you can develop is learning to focus on the present moment. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in worries about the future or regrets about the past. However, the Stoics teach us that the only moment we truly have is the present, and by embracing it fully, we unlock a profound sense of peace and happiness. Imagine how much time you spend thinking about things that haven't happened yet or replaying past mistakes in your mind. These thoughts often lead to anxiety and stress, robbing you of the joy that exists in the here and now. By training yourself to focus on the present moment, you begin to experience life more fully. You become aware of the sights, sounds, and sensations around you, and you start to appreciate the beauty in everyday moments. Consider a simple scenario. You're having a conversation with a friend, but instead of fully listening, your mind is drifting to a deadline at work or an argument you had earlier. You miss the chance to connect with your friend, to understand them, and to enjoy the moment. However, by consciously bringing your attention back to the present, you create a more meaningful connection, and your relationships become richer and more fulfilling. The Stoics remind us that the past is gone and the future is uncertain, but the present is a gift that we can choose to embrace. By focusing on what you're doing right now, whether it's enjoying a meal, taking a walk, or working on a task, you reduce stress, increase your sense of well-being, and find joy in the simple act of living. This habit is life-changing because it frees you from the burden of constantly worrying about what's next. It allows you to engage fully with the world around you, to appreciate the small moments, and to live a life that is more present, intentional, and fulfilling. Practice voluntary discomfort. Practicing voluntary discomfort is a profound Stoic principle that encourages individuals to embrace challenges and hardships willingly. By intentionally placing ourselves in uncomfortable situations, we develop resilience, strengthen our character, and gain a deeper appreciation for the comforts we often take for granted. This practice helps to cultivate mental toughness, enabling us to navigate life's inevitable difficulties with greater ease. Consider the daily routines many of us fall into, filled with convenience and comfort. From the moment we wake up to the time we go to bed, we often seek out ease, whether it's enjoying a warm shower, indulging in our favorite foods, or curling up on the couch with a good movie. While these comforts are enjoyable, they can also lead to complacency and a lack of appreciation for the challenges that shape our growth. By consciously stepping out of our comfort zones and engaging in voluntary discomfort, we can shift our perspectives and foster personal development. Let's explore a practical example. Imagine a typical day in your life. You wake up, prepare a hearty breakfast, and head to work in your car, enjoying the air conditioning and the soothing music playing on the radio. Now, think about how different your day might look if you intentionally introduced discomfort. What if, instead of driving, you decided to walk or bike to work? Not only would you experience physical discomfort, especially if you're not used to it, but you would also encounter challenges like navigating traffic, dealing with the weather, and managing your time differently. This small change can shift your perspective, making you more aware of your surroundings and the effort it takes to travel. Moreover, practicing voluntary discomfort can manifest in various forms, such as fasting, exercising beyond your limits, or engaging in difficult conversations. For instance, you might decide to skip a meal occasionally, or undertake a workout that pushes your physical boundaries. In these moments, you confront discomfort head-on, training your mind and body to adapt and grow stronger. As you endure the discomfort of fasting or intense exercise, you gain insight into your limitations and the strength that lies within you. Another relatable scenario is the experience of facing a fear or taking on a new challenge. Suppose you've always been afraid of public speaking. Instead of avoiding it, You might volunteer to give a presentation at work or join a local Toastmasters club. The process of stepping onto the stage, despite the anxiety that may accompany it, allows you to practice voluntary discomfort. Over time, you'll become more comfortable with the idea of speaking in front of others, and your confidence will grow as you witness your own progress. This practice not only builds resilience but also expands your skill set, ultimately enhancing your professional and personal life. The act of embracing discomfort also cultivates gratitude. When you intentionally experience challenges, you gain a new perspective on the comforts you often take for granted. For example, if you choose to spend a weekend without technology, you might find yourself missing the conveniences of instant communication and entertainment. However, this experience can also lead you to appreciate the simple joys of life, spending time with loved ones, engaging in meaningful conversations, or immersing yourself in nature. This heightened awareness fosters a deeper sense of gratitude for the small pleasures that enrich our lives. Furthermore, practicing voluntary discomfort can deepen your emotional intelligence. By willingly confronting challenging situations, you become more adept at managing stress and navigating your emotions. For instance, if you find yourself in a tense situation with a friend or family member, instead of avoiding the confrontation, you choose to have an open and honest discussion. This willingness to face discomfort head-on demonstrates emotional resilience and fosters healthier relationships. You learn to communicate more effectively, express your feelings, and address conflicts rather than allowing them to fester. Incorporating the practice of voluntary discomfort into your daily routine doesn't require drastic changes. Small adjustments can lead to significant growth. Start by identifying areas in your life where you seek comfort and consider ways to introduce intentional discomfort. For example, if you typically enjoy sleeping in, challenge yourself to wake up early and start your day with a cold shower or a morning workout. These seemingly small choices can create a ripple effect, encouraging you to confront discomfort in other aspects of your life. Number 6. Control your emotions. Emotional detachment. Emotional detachment, or the ability to control your emotions, is a fundamental principle of Stoicism that empowers individuals to navigate life's challenges with composure and clarity. In a world filled with uncertainties, frustrations, and overwhelming emotions, learning to manage our feelings can significantly improve our well-being and decision-making. By developing emotional detachment, we gain the ability to respond to situations rather than react impulsively, fostering a sense of inner peace and resilience. Imagine a scenario where you receive disappointing news, such as failing to secure a promotion you were eagerly anticipating. The natural human response may be a wave of anger, frustration, or sadness. However, practicing emotional detachment allows you to step back from those immediate feelings and assess the situation with a clearer mind. Instead of spiraling into self-doubt or blaming others, you pause to reflect on the reasons for the outcome. Did you truly meet the criteria for the promotion? What can you learn from this experience to improve in the future? By reframing your emotional response, you take control of the narrative instead of letting disappointment dictate your actions. This emotional control is particularly relevant in high-pressure situations, such as workplace conflicts or personal relationships. Consider a heated argument with a colleague. In the heat of the moment, it's easy to let anger cloud your judgment, leading to hurtful words and regrettable actions. However, by practicing emotional detachment, you can recognize your rising frustration and choose to take a step back. You might excuse yourself from the conversation, allowing yourself time to cool down and gain perspective. When you return to the discussion, you're better equipped to engage calmly and constructively, fostering a more productive dialogue rather than escalating tensions. Another key aspect of emotional detachment is understanding the difference between what we can control and what we cannot. Stoicism teaches us to focus our energy on our actions and responses rather than external events that are beyond our influence. For example, if you're in a situation where a friend has let you down, your immediate reaction may be to feel hurt or betrayed. While these emotions are valid, recognizing that you cannot control others' actions helps you shift your focus back to your response. You can choose to communicate your feelings, forgive them, or even decide to distance yourself from the relationship if necessary. This clarity of thought empowers you to maintain your emotional well-being, regardless of the circumstances. In the realm of personal relationships, emotional detachment can be a powerful tool for fostering healthy connections. When we allow our emotions to dictate our interactions, we risk miscommunication and misunderstandings. For instance, if a loved one makes a thoughtless comment that stings instead of reacting defensively, emotional detachment encourages you to take a moment to process your feelings. You might ask yourself, is this comment a reflection of their mood, or does it genuinely stem from a negative view of you? By analyzing the situation without being overwhelmed by your emotions, you can engage in a constructive conversation to express your feelings and strengthen your bond. One practical method to cultivate emotional detachment is through mindfulness and meditation. By incorporating these practices into your daily routine, you learn to observe your thoughts and feelings without judgment. For example, when you meditate, you might notice feelings of anxiety bubbling up, but instead of reacting to them, you simply acknowledge their presence and allow them to pass. This practice of non-attachment creates a buffer between your emotions and your responses, enabling you to act with intention rather than impulse. Additionally, journaling can be an effective way to enhance emotional control. When you write about your thoughts and feelings, you create a safe space to explore your emotions without the immediate pressure of a reaction. For instance, if you're feeling overwhelmed by stress, you might write down the sources of your anxiety, the feelings they evoke, and potential solutions. This reflective practice allows you to gain insight into your emotional landscape and identify patterns that may be affecting your well-being. Ultimately, emotional detachment is not about suppressing or ignoring your feelings. It's about recognizing and managing them with awareness and intention. By practicing this Stoic principle, you cultivate resilience and self-awareness that empower you to navigate life's ups and downs more effectively. Rather than allowing emotions to control your decisions, you take charge of your emotional responses, creating space for personal growth and understanding. Number 7, practice gratitude daily. Practicing gratitude daily is a powerful habit that can profoundly transform your outlook on life and improve your overall well-being. At its core, gratitude is the practice of recognizing and appreciating the positive aspects of our lives, no matter how small they may seem. In a world often filled with stress, negativity, and comparison, cultivating an attitude of gratitude can help shift our perspective and bring us joy, contentment, and resilience. Imagine waking up in the morning and immediately feeling overwhelmed by the day ahead. You may have a long list of tasks to complete, deadlines looming, and personal challenges to face. However, before diving into the chaos of the day, take a moment to pause and reflect on the things you are grateful for. It could be as simple as the warm sunlight streaming through your window, the comforting aroma of your morning coffee, or the support of loved ones. This practice of gratitude can serve as an anchor, grounding you in the present moment and reminding you of the abundance in your life. Research has shown that regularly practicing gratitude can lead to numerous mental health benefits. For instance, individuals who engage in gratitude journaling, writing down things they are thankful for, report lower levels of anxiety and depression. They experience increased feelings of happiness and satisfaction with life. This transformation occurs because gratitude shifts our focus from what we lack to what we have, helping us appreciate the richness of our experiences. In a practical sense, you can incorporate gratitude into your daily routine in various ways. One effective method is to maintain a gratitude journal. Each evening, take a few minutes to jot down 3 to 5 things you are grateful for that day. It doesn't have to be anything grand. Often, the simplest moments hold the most significance. Perhaps you had a meaningful conversation with a friend, enjoyed a delicious meal, or witnessed a beautiful sunset. As you write these down, you begin to train your mind to notice and appreciate the positive aspects of your day-to-day life. Consider a scenario where you're facing a difficult period, such as a challenging project at work. Instead of fixating on the stress and pressure, take a moment to reflect on the skills you've developed throughout your career. You might feel grateful for the colleagues who offer support, the opportunities for growth, and the lessons learned from past challenges. This shift in focus allows you to approach the situation with a more optimistic mindset, enabling you to navigate difficulties with greater resilience. Additionally, expressing gratitude to others can strengthen your relationships and foster a sense of connection. Imagine taking the time to write a heartfelt note to a friend or family member, thanking them for their support during tough times. This small act of appreciation not only brightens their day but also deepens your bond. When you acknowledge the positive impact others have on your life, you cultivate a sense of community and belonging. Another way to practice gratitude is by incorporating it into your morning routine. As you start your day, take a moment to reflect on what you are thankful for. You might say a few affirmations or silently express your appreciation for the opportunities ahead. This practice sets a positive tone for the day, helping you approach challenges with a more open and grateful heart. Moreover, during difficult moments, such as facing setbacks or disappointments, gratitude can act as a powerful coping mechanism. When you encounter a setback, rather than wallowing in frustration, take a step back and ask yourself what you can learn from the experience. For instance, if a job opportunity falls through, you might feel disappointed but also recognize that this situation has opened the door to new possibilities. By reframing your perspective, you cultivate resilience and maintain a sense of hope for the future. Practicing gratitude daily also helps combat feelings of entitlement and dissatisfaction. In a consumer-driven society where we often compare ourselves to others, it's easy to fall into the trap of believing we need more to be happy. However, gratitude reminds us that true contentment comes from appreciating what we already have. When you regularly acknowledge the blessings in your life, you develop a deeper sense of fulfillment and joy, regardless of external circumstances. Number 8. Accept impermanence. Accepting impermanence is a profound Stoic principle that can dramatically shift your perspective on life. Everything in our world is transient. Relationships, possessions, experiences, and even our own lives. By embracing this fundamental truth, we learn to let go of attachments, reduce our suffering, and cultivate a deeper appreciation for the present moment. This acceptance helps us live more fully, appreciating life as it unfolds without clinging to the past or fearing the future. Consider this. You are attending a beautiful gathering with friends, surrounded by laughter, warmth, and joy. In that moment, everything feels perfect. However, as you look around, you might feel a twinge of sadness knowing that this moment will eventually pass. Perhaps you start to think about how fleeting these experiences are, leading to anxiety or sadness. However, embracing the concept of impermanence allows you to shift your perspective. Instead of feeling sad about the inevitability of change, you can choose to fully immerse yourself in the moment, appreciating it for what it is. A unique experience that will never happen again in exactly the same way. This practice can also be applied to our relationships. Think about a close friendship that has changed over the years. People evolve, circumstances shift, and sometimes friendships fade. While it can be painful to witness this change, accepting that relationships can be impermanent helps you appreciate the time you've shared. You may reminisce about the laughter and support you provided each other during challenging times. Instead of resisting change or clinging to the past, you can honor the friendship and cherish the memories without being weighed down by sadness over its end. Furthermore, accepting impermanence allows you to develop resilience in the face of loss. Imagine you've experienced the death of a loved one. Grieving is a natural response, but it can be overwhelming. Instead of resisting the pain or trying to hold on to the person, embracing impermanence can provide solace. You might reflect on the love you shared and the lessons learned from that relationship. While their physical presence may be gone, the impact they had on your life remains. This acceptance fosters healing and helps you navigate your grief with grace, allowing you to carry their memory forward positively. On a broader scale, consider how we often chase material possessions in pursuit of happiness. We might believe that acquiring a new car, house, or gadget will bring lasting joy. However, these possessions are temporary and will eventually lose their luster. By accepting the transient nature of material goods, We can shift our focus toward experiences and relationships that bring lasting fulfillment. For instance, rather than investing solely in accumulating things, you might prioritize travel or spending time with loved ones, creating memories that will enrich your life far beyond any material acquisition. Moreover, this acceptance can help reduce anxiety about the future. We often worry about what may happen tomorrow or how events may unfold, but the truth is that we can't predict the future. Accepting that life is inherently uncertain allows us to approach the future with openness and curiosity. Instead of feeling paralyzed by fear or anxiety, we can embrace the unknown as an opportunity for growth and adventure. Each moment is a chance to explore, learn, and experience life in all its complexities. In practicing acceptance of impermanence, we also cultivate a deeper appreciation for the present moment. When we realize that life is fleeting, we become more aware of the beauty in everyday experiences. Whether it's savoring a delicious meal, enjoying a walk in nature, or sharing laughter with friends, we learn to cherish these moments for what they are, unique and irreplaceable. This mindfulness enriches our lives and allows us to find joy in the simplest of things. Finally, embracing impermanence can lead to personal growth. When we recognize that everything is in a state of flux, we become more willing to adapt and change ourselves. For instance, if you find yourself in a job that no longer fulfills you, accepting that your career path can shift enables you to pursue new opportunities. Instead of clinging to familiarity, you can explore new avenues that align with your passions and values. This openness to change fosters resilience and allows you to navigate life with a sense of purpose and agency. Number 9. Embrace a life of virtue, wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Embracing a life of virtue is at the heart of Stoic philosophy. The Stoics believed that living virtuously is essential for achieving true happiness and fulfillment. The 4 cardinal virtues, wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, serve as guiding principles that can transform your life. By striving to embody these virtues, you cultivate a deeper sense of purpose, resilience, and inner peace. This approach not only enriches your life but also positively impacts those around you. Let's start with wisdom. Wisdom is the ability to discern what is truly important in life. It involves understanding the nature of the world and our place within it. Imagine a situation where you're faced with a difficult decision at work. You have 2 job offers, one with a high salary but little job satisfaction, and another with a lower salary but fulfilling work. A wise person would reflect on their values, considering what will lead to long-term happiness rather than immediate gratification. By prioritizing what truly matters, you make decisions that align with your core beliefs, leading to a more fulfilling life. Next, we have courage. Courage isn't just about physical bravery. It also involves facing challenges, fears, and uncertainties head-on. Picture yourself standing up for a friend who is being treated unfairly in a group setting. It takes courage to speak out against the majority, to defend someone when it's easier to stay silent. By embracing courage, you empower yourself to act in accordance with your values even when it's uncomfortable. This not only strengthens your character, but also inspires others to act with integrity and bravery. Justice is another cornerstone of a virtuous life. It embodies fairness, integrity, and respect for others. Imagine you're in a position of leadership at work and must decide between 2 employees for a promotion. One employee has a close relationship with you, while the other has consistently delivered outstanding results but lacks personal rapport. A just leader would recognize the importance of merit and choose the employee who has demonstrated their capabilities, even if it's not the most personally convenient decision. By practicing justice, you create an environment of trust and respect, fostering positive relationships both professionally and personally. Lastly, temperance, the practice of self-control and moderation, plays a crucial role in living virtuously. In a world filled with temptations, temperance helps you maintain balance and avoid excess. For instance, consider your eating habits. You might be tempted to indulge in junk food when stressed. However, a temperate approach encourages you to find healthier coping mechanisms, such as exercise or mindfulness practices. By exercising self-control, you cultivate discipline and improve your overall well-being, leading to a more balanced and fulfilling life. The beauty of embracing these virtues is that they are interconnected. When you practice one virtue, it often supports the others. For example, exercising courage can lead to greater wisdom as you confront your fears and learn from your experiences. Likewise, practicing justice can enhance your wisdom as you seek to understand the perspectives of others. This holistic approach to virtue creates a positive feedback loop, strengthening your character and enriching your life. Moreover, embodying these virtues fosters resilience in the face of challenges. Life is full of obstacles, and having a strong moral foundation provides you with the strength to navigate them. For instance, when faced with setbacks or failures, wisdom allows you to reflect on what went wrong and how to improve. Courage encourages you to persevere, even when the going gets tough. Justice ensures that you remain fair and compassionate, while temperance helps you manage your emotions and reactions. Together, these virtues equip you to handle life's challenges with grace and determination. In addition to personal growth, living a virtuous life positively impacts your relationships. People are naturally drawn to those who embody wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. When you demonstrate these virtues, you inspire others to cultivate similar qualities in themselves. Imagine being part of a community where everyone strives to act with integrity and compassion. This collective commitment to virtue creates a supportive environment that fosters growth, trust, and connection. Furthermore, embracing a life of virtue can lead to greater fulfillment and happiness. When you live in alignment with your values, you experience a sense of purpose and satisfaction. Consider how fulfilling it feels to contribute positively to the lives of others or to make decisions that reflect your core beliefs. This alignment between your actions and values enhances your overall well-being, allowing you to navigate life with a sense of joy and fulfillment. Number 10. Engage in selfless service. Engaging in selfless service is one of the most powerful habits you can cultivate in your life. At its core, selfless service embodies the Stoic principle of contributing to the greater good and recognizing that our lives are interconnected. By committing to acts of kindness and service without expecting anything in return, you not only uplift others, but also enhance your own sense of purpose and fulfillment. This practice enriches your life, strengthens your character, and cultivates a profound sense of gratitude. Imagine a scenario where you notice a neighbor struggling to carry groceries up the stairs. You have a choice. You can walk past, absorbed in your own concerns, or you can take a moment to lend a helping hand. When you choose to help, you're not just easing their burden, you're also contributing to a sense of community and connection. This act of selflessness not only makes a difference in their day, but also brings a sense of joy and fulfillment to your own life. The act of giving, no matter how small, creates a ripple effect of positivity that extends beyond that moment. Selfless service encourages empathy and compassion, allowing you to step into the shoes of others. When you engage in acts of kindness, whether through volunteering at a local shelter, helping a friend in need, or simply offering a listening ear, you begin to understand the struggles and challenges others face. This perspective fosters a greater sense of connection to humanity, helping you to realize that everyone is fighting their own battles. By recognizing this shared experience, you cultivate a sense of community and support, reinforcing the idea that we are all in this together. Moreover, selfless service offers a unique opportunity for personal growth. It challenges you to step outside of your comfort zone and consider the needs of others before your own. Imagine volunteering at a homeless shelter. Initially, it may feel uncomfortable or even intimidating. However, as you engage with those you are helping, you may discover new insights about yourself and your values. You might realize how fortunate you are and develop a deeper appreciation for what you have. This experience fosters gratitude, reminding you to focus on the positives in your life rather than getting bogged down by trivial complaints or challenges. In addition to personal growth, selfless service can also lead to a profound sense of purpose. Many individuals find fulfillment in dedicating their time and energy to causes greater than themselves. Think about someone who has committed their life to environmental conservation. Their dedication not only positively impacts the planet but also gives them a clear sense of purpose. They wake up each day knowing that their actions contribute to something significant. Engaging in selfless service can help you identify your passions and interests, ultimately guiding you toward a more purposeful and fulfilling life. Furthermore, engaging in selfless service fosters resilience. Life can be unpredictable, and we all encounter challenges. When you invest in your community and uplift others, you create a support system that can help you during tough times. Consider how relationships are built through acts of kindness. When you're there for others, they're more likely to be there for you when you need help. This mutual support creates a sense of belonging, reinforcing the idea that we're not alone in our struggles. Additionally, selfless service has the power to inspire others. When people witness acts of kindness, they are often moved to emulate that behavior. Imagine a workplace where employees regularly engage in community service. The culture shifts from a focus on individual success to a collective commitment to making a difference. This ripple effect fosters an environment of collaboration and compassion, creating a more positive and productive atmosphere. By leading by example, you inspire others to embrace selfless service, creating a cycle of kindness that extends far beyond your immediate actions. It's also important to note that selfless service doesn't always have to be grand gestures. It can be as simple as offering a smile, a compliment, or a helping hand to those around you. Small acts of kindness can have a significant impact on someone's day and can be integrated into your daily routine. For example, take a moment to check in on a friend who seems down, or send a thank you note to someone who has positively influenced your life. These seemingly minor acts contribute to a culture of kindness and remind you of the importance of human connection.